first off, sweetness. As I mentioned earlier on stage, we don't use, one of the myths in Herbalife is that we have a lot of sugar in the products, which is not true. Often when we make a product, when you see the container, we have to list things by weight. That doesn't mean by calories. So if we do have a sweetener and it has weight, it may come up second or third on the product label. So number one, it doesn't mean just because you see it, it doesn't mean there's lots of sugar, number one. Number two, the sweetener that we use in the shake is a natural fruit sweetener called fructose. Now this is important. I told you we have about, Formula One, we have about 9 to 10 grams of sweetener per serving. That's 40 calories or less. That's 1/2 of a piece of fruit. You take an apple or a banana, cut it in half. That's the amount that you would find in your shake. So please tell your customers that, number one. Oh, there's a lot of sugar. No, no, no. Half a piece of fruit, that's very little sugar, 40 calories. Number two is when you combine that small amount of sweetener with protein, about 9 grams of protein, that, what we call, blunts the response in the body of sugar. That's why we have the low GI on the label. When you combine a small amount of carbohydrate with protein, the protein makes it absorbed slower in the body. Does this make sense to everybody? This is called the glycemic index. So imagine if I have a can of soda, I drink the can of soda, my blood sugar would go up very fast. That's a high glycemic index, a score of 100. Herbalife has very small amount of carbohydrate, sweetener, with the protein and the fiber, which blunts the response of that small amount of sugar. We have a glycemic index under 51. Can of soda, 100, low glycemic index, under 51. That's why we have the low GI arrow on the label. Does this make sense to everybody? Could you put your hand?
Sure.
Okay, I really want you to understand. So when people say sugar in the products, no, small amount of sugar, about 40 calories, half a piece of fruit. Number two, look at the low GI on the label. Protein and fiber blunt the response under 51. That's the definition. And we test that in an independent laboratory. That's not Herbalife. That has to go to a third party for verification. So it's an excellent question. Thank you.